graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh boys,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. We're a little late because the JV game went to overtime. Collinsville had a 21-17 lead at halftime. It was only 26-23 at the end of 3. Very low-scoring game, 33-33 at the end of the fourth quarter, and then Collinsville pulled out the win in overtime, 38-34. So we are just a little bit behind schedule. So once again, we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville getting ready to take on Mater Dei in the non-conference variety of matchups. And we welcome you into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great services served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. You can call in for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. All right, let's get going here. Collinsville comes into this contest still perfect right now, 11-0. They are 4-0 in Southwestern Conference play under their 15th-year head coach, Darren Lee. Has a record here at Collinsville of 263 wins, 167 losses, and in his 35th year overall, 728 wins, 310 losses. Mater Dei, they come in at 5-6. They are coached by Corey Arntzen. He is in his third year and has a record of 40-35. The Cahoks continue to roll forward in their undefeated season to this point after coming off a 68-33 win at Metro East Lutheran Saturday afternoon. This is the final regular season non-tournament game for Collinsville here in 2023 before taking the floor Wednesday night in the 39th edition of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. In Saturday's win at Metro East Lutheran, senior Jamari Weisinger hit 5 of 8 three-point shots, 9 of 7 field goals, and turned in a 25-point performance in the win. Senior Nick Horace put up 16 of his own. Fellow senior Zach Chambers had 9 rebounds to lead that category for Collinsville to go along with his 8 points by going 4 for 4 from the field, and he had 4 blocked shots in that game as well. Cahoks are halfway to the 22-win start that the 2019-2020 team put up. The Cahoks created 14 steals in that game at Metro East Lutheran and committed only 4 total fouls on the day. the Knights enter tonight's contest with a bit of a ebb and flow type start to their season. Mater Dei started the year in the Westland Tip-Off Tournament in Trenton and suffered back-to-back losses to open that tournament. The host Warriors knocked off the Knights 59-51 before the Columbia Eagles took care of Mater Dei the following night 65-54. The next day, the Knights picked up their first win of the season with a 61-50 win against Christ Our Rock High School out of Centralia. Mater Dei finished that round-robin tournament with a 54-50 win over Nashville to go 2-2 in that tournament. 3 straight losses followed that tournament, including a 58-50 loss to Althoff. Mater Dei's home opener after the road loss at Marion and Alton Marquette. Mater Dei won 2 straight games, 57-47 at Highland and 59-55 versus Pinckneyville. 9 days ago, Mater Dei lost 59-51 at Belleville East and are coming off of a 53-38 home win versus Jabot 6 days ago, and they have not played a game since then. All right, time now for our pregame interview, and we did not talk to Coach Lee, and we did not talk to a senior. We thought it would be appropriate to talk to Collinsville Athletic Director Clay Smith. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. The Diamonds for Kahawks program, of course, the Kahawk Hall of Fame. That'll be coming up, the induction ceremony in February, but the class number 2 class will be announced here Wednesday night at halftime of the Collinsville-Decatur Eisenhower game. And, of course, we talked about the upcoming Prairie Farms Holiday Classic Tournament as well. So my conversation with Collinsville's Athletic Director Clay Smith will come your way right after a timeout here on the LC's Pub pregame show on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Little boys basketball action on a Thursday night. That's kind of rare, as Collinsville takes on the Modern Day Knights' last game before the big Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. And joining us now in the pregame show is Collinsville Athletic Director Clay Smith in his 6th year on the job. Can you believe it's been 6 years?
I cannot believe it's been 6 years. It's actually flown by, to be honest with you. 6 years as AD and 5 years before that as assistant AD along with coaching. So never a dull moment. Always exciting.
Keeps you on your toes. All right, let's talk about Diamond for Chaos. Where do we stand? What are we still looking for?
Yeah, so we're still accepting donations. Obviously, we're working with, we have some things in place and some plans in motion with some architects and trying to see what we can do on back of that hill. So I will say we're closer than we were this time last year, but I can't elaborate a ton on it, but we are very close to getting something done.
If people want to donate, how do they do that?
Yeah, so you can go to the the CACF page, like Collinsville Area Community Foundation, and there's a donate tab for everything for education, from Diamonds Kahoks to Kahoks teaching Kahoks to the CAVC expansion. But obviously, I'm going to push the Diamonds for Kahoks and our Hall of Fame, of course.
Led me right into my next question, the Hall of Fame. I know that is going to be announced on Wednesday. I know that it's already been finalized and everything. So tell us what you can tell us about this second class that's going to be inducted.
I can tell you that Todd Duke and Clay Smith did not get in this year. That I can say with certainty. You know what? It's just, I'm amazed every time I go into those meetings and the stories that I hear, because obviously you're from Collinsville just like I am, and we think we've heard and know everything, and I hear something I've never heard before all the time, and then sitting in that room about somebody or something. So the class is wonderful. I will tell you there is not as many as inductees as there were last year. It's kind of kick it off, but we still have plenty of people to induct, with this only being the second year. I'm super excited. Tickets are on sale now. If people want tickets, they can email myself or Jan Harmon, and we'll get you on a list and tell you how that happens. And yeah, so we're gonna announce it at halftime of our first game next week, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
All right, without going into detail, can you give me some kind of indication? Will we got like 10 individuals, 2 teams, something like that?
I can tell you we have 2 teams, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And we have some very, very exciting individuals that I can't wait to hear their story and let everybody else listen to it as well.
I think this is like the coolest thing ever, man. I went to the one last year, and I just thought it was put on. What a great time that was.
It was phenomenal. I was blown away, and I was part of the planning. It was phenomenal. And, you know, I've been to the C3 Awards, and we based it just like the C3 Awards because we work well with the city. And it was the same thing, but just to sit in that room and have it come together and see all the people, like, you know, all of our coaches and you, and just the amazement of it all and the stories that were told, it was top notch. I can't wait. I hope we can super exceed the first one, to be honest with you.
I was really impressed, and really I think it's really cool that, you know, when you say Hall of Fame, everybody always automatically equates it to sports. But this is not a sports Hall of Fame. This is a Kahok Hall of Fame, and that comes from all walks of life.
Yeah, and that's what sets us apart from other school districts in their Hall of Fame. When we came together and decided to do this, Dr. Skurdich and I, we wanted to put in the education part of it as well, because that's important to us in our community. And again, it's amazing to hear those stories, because you hear the sports part of it. At least in my world, you do a lot of it. You don't necessarily hear all of the education portion and distinguished individuals. And I think our committee does a very good job of defining those two and getting the right people to fit the mix.
All right, let's talk about the upcoming Prairie Farms Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. That is 6 days away. I see the Prairie Farms little advertisements on the floor already. So tell me, is the work almost done?
It's almost done. I'm here bright and early tomorrow morning at 5:30, 6 a.m. to meet Prairie Farms for a big-time chocolate milk delivery. So I'll have my first chocolate milk of the season tomorrow. We need to button down some things, just kind of getting the gym ready and tickets and seats. But, yeah, we're very, very close. I'm excited. The field is absolutely loaded. I think it's probably one of the tournament's always loaded, but just looking at the way we matched up the teams and the way it can go, I'm excited about it, because right now I just think it's going to be a first-class event with some great basketball.
All right, put on that try to predict this, the outcome of this. What are you thinking?
Oh, I would love to see a Quincy-Collinsville final, absolutely. I mean, obviously you want Collinsville to go in as far as you can go. Quincy's a phenomenal basketball team. Love to get a little revenge from our postseason adventure last year of losing to them, but you know what? They love playing in this place. They're well coached. They're the Quincy Blue Devils, just along with everybody else. I mean, that Collierville team coming from Tennessee is good again. McClure North is going to surprise some people. I mean, it's an action-packed 3 days.
Knowing you, I'm guessing that you've already started the legwork for next year's tournament.
I have, yes, I have. I've actually been in some meetings with Prairie Farms, talk about some contracts, and we've been in some discussion with some other teams. And yeah, that's one thing that I hold in high regard about our tournament is we always have teams that want to come in. And right now we have a wait list, and I pride myself on that, because it just shows that we're one of the best tournaments, I mean, in the state, if not in the nation. And I know there's big ones, up north when you talk about the State Farm tournament. But year in and year out, the teams that are in this place just love the fine-tuning and the attention to detail, and that goes along with the Kahok Sports Network and the work you guys do. It's just phenomenal from top to bottom with the volunteers and the workers and even the officiating.
Thanks for the visit, sir. I'm sure we'll be sick of each other by this time next week.
Always a great time. We'll enjoy some chocolate milks. Holiday season, have a great Christmas, enjoy your downtime, and I'll see you in about 6 days or so. Yeah.
All right, that is Collinsville Athletic Director Clay Smith. We appreciate him joining us here on the LC's Pub pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back, give you starters and stats. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. My name is Todd Duke. Dr. Cliff McCluskey will be here in just a moment, and we're glad that you are with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you ready for this contest between Collinsville and the Mater Dei Knights. And here are your starters. We'll begin with Mater Dei. They'll trot out on the floor Nick Lampy, a 5'11 senior, Luke Hockey, a 6'1 senior, Drake Wagner, a 6'2 senior, Garrick Winkler, a 6'4 senior, and Elliot Rockers, a 6'5 junior. Collinsville brings out the usual starting five. That would be Nick Horace, the 6'3 senior, Chase Reynolds, the 5'11 junior, Jamari Weisinger, the 6' senior, Stanley Carnahan, the 6'6 junior, and Zach Chambers, the 6'9 seniors. Let's say a very good evening here to Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. How are you, sir?
Happy Thursday, Todd. We call it Weekend Prep Day.
Weekend Eve.
It's a great day, right? Ready for some Kahok basketball here tonight.
Well, you know, it's a one of those things where today was the last day of school, or Christmas break has already started, so
oh, yeah, baby.
This is Christmas break Eve for me. We are underway, and Collinsville wins the tip-off, and now we're going to have a back-and-forth call over the line for Jamori Weisinger right off the bat, and that unceremoniously is the way this thing starts.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't think so either. That's funny. How about that JV game, man? How about an overtime victory? 38-34, Solomon Talbot with 15 points, including the game winner. And then they added a couple of free throws and made sure that it was a two-possession game with only 3 seconds left. That was a good game.
Yeah, I like the way Big Saul played. That was a nice game for him. He's coming right along, and he should be a big part of this team in the next couple of years.
Here is Hockey. Gives it up now to Winkler. Winkler at the top of the key. Throws the ball into the cheerleading crowd, and nice play over there by one of the Collinsville Kahok cheerleaders to keep that one from causing any bodily harm. So Collinsville will bring the ball back up. Each team has a turnover, and we still have no points on the board. Here is Weisinger. Jamori brings it around over here, deep out on the left wing. We're just underway here in quarter number one, 7:20 to go in said quarter. Now here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds over on the right wing. Top of the key now for Nick Horace. Gives it back to Reynolds. And Reynolds in front of the Mater Dei bench. Kicks it out to Weisinger for three. And that one rattles but won't fall. And then the ball thrown out of bounds. Touched by Collinsville. And the Kahawks have another turnover after a missed three-point shot. And a rebound effort went awry. So no score yet as we approach 1 minute gone here in this first quarter. Here is Nick Lampy, the 5'11 senior for Mater Dei. Mater Dei out there in the sky blue uniforms. They're getting ready to have their own Christmas holiday tournament, the 62nd annual. That's a lot of years, man.
That is. That's a long-standing tradition down at Mater Dei, and I heard they have a pretty good lineup again this year.
They do. That ball is going to stay with Mater Dei after Collinsville was the last ones to touch it. I worked at the radio station in Carlisle for a couple of years and got to do 2 of those tournaments.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got to do a couple of milk bowls down there as well. Breeze and Mater Dei hooking up in football annually every year.
Yeah, that's a great game. Paul Trimlin did a documentary on that last year, and it turned out really well.
Nobody can really want to hold on to the ball here. But again, out of bounds on Collinsville, so the Mater Dei Knights will get to keep it. Inbound pass will be triggered from underneath of their basket, and they do so out on the left wing to Winkler, and Winkler will just hand the ball off to Lampy. Lampy, he surveys things, being watched closely over there by Chase Reynolds, and now Lampy moves deeper or closer into that left wing area, across the top of the key, gives it up once again, this time for Rockers. Rockers gives it up for Hockey. Hockey will go all the way over to the corner and have to turn around and give it up. He does so to Winkler, and then back out front will go, and a handoff to Lampy. Lampy gets the ball over to Hockey. Hockey, he's going to throw the ball away, and Collinsville's going to come away with it again. Each team has 2 turnovers. No one has any points until, there's a foul, and we might get our first points from the free throw line as Zach Chambers got fouled. He'll head up, shooting 66.7% on the year, 26 of 39, and the foul belongs to Elliott Rockers, the 6'5 junior.
Yeah, Chambers ran the floor really well, had himself in a good position, but good hustle by the big fella, Elliott Rockers, to not give up an easy bucket, but Zach makes good on his first free throw.
So we have a score finally. We have 1 point, 4 turnovers.
Took only 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing we don't do that deal where everybody stands up till we score.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, except for the student body cheering section, but they never sit down.
Right.
They're young enough. They can handle that right now. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Lampy for Mater Dei. Takes it up the near sideline. Reverses direction and then gives it up inside the perimeter to Winkler. And we're going to have a traveling call. 3rd turnover for the Knights.
Good call by official Darren Hendrickson. Always great to have him in the building. Head coach of SLU Baseball's program.
Nice. Here's Chase Reynolds. Reynolds with a one-arm pass over to Chambers. Back out to Reynolds it goes. Reynolds gives it up now for Weisinger. He'll launch another 3. That one's going to be off the mark. Saw that when it left his hand. And now Collinsville will commit their 3rd turnover. After that rebound couldn't be handled by Carnahan. He ends up knocking it out of bounds. So each team with 3 turnovers. Collinsville 0 for 2 on 3-point shots. 2-0 in favor of the Kahawks. But Mater Dei Knights are in control of the ball. Here is Wagner. Wagner, he'll stop at short of the half-court stripe and then cross the timeline, pick up his dribble, and he'll give it up to Hockey. Hockey over here on this near sideline. Wants to dribble and drive inside the perimeter. Not room there as Weisinger cut it off. Here's a 3-point try, and that one's a little bit short off of the hands of Wagner. And the rebound belongs to Mater Dei. That's the first rebound pulled down by either team so far.
Yeah, not a whole bunch of action early in this ball game, Todd. Everybody's kind of slow playing it, turning the ball over, so hopefully we will pick up the intensity here.
Oh, get that out of there. Block by Zach Chambers, and Collinsville will return to their end of the court. Underhand pass now into the paint, off the glass, good for 2 for Zach Chambers.
Nice dish by junior Chase Reynolds, down low to the big fella, kisses it off the glass to put Collinsville up 4-0.
Here is Nick Lampy. Lampy across the timeline. 4.5 minutes left to go here in this opening quarter. Over to Hockey. Hockey, he picks up his dribble, gives the ball back up to Rockers. And another turnover by Mater Dei will put Collinsville back on offense. Nick Horace from about 8 feet out can't get it to go. Put back, though, good to go by Stanley Carnahan.
Man, Stan Carnahan does such a good job of being in good position for those offensive rebound putbacks, and he did just that again.
Foul by Chase Reynolds as Lampy was bringing the ball up the court, so that'll be his first, team first. Each team now with 1 foul.
So Mater Dei will have the ball out right at the half-court line, just this side of the Prairie Farms logo that's been installed on the floor. You know what that means?
Oh, yeah.
That means you got a couple long days ahead of you,
got
Todd.
3 long days ahead of me. That one's poked out of bounds by Reynolds as Lampy was dribbling, so Mater Dei will get to keep it. Yep, we got some rest now. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to rest.
That's right.
I'll be here Tuesday to set up all the stuff, though.
I took all week off next week, so
Yeah.
I'll be here, buddy.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
Always is. Here is a head fake by Winkler. He gives the ball up now to Wagner. Back out front to Winkler. Winkler over onto the far side wing in front of the Kahok bench to Lampy. Lampy gives it once again to Rockers. Rockers tries to turn around, get over the head, and high off the glass. Rockers gets the first points of this game. 3.5 minutes to go, and Mater Dei finally gets on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they broke the ice on a nice shot by the big 6'5 Rockers to get Mater Dei on the board.
Here is Reynolds for Collinsville. Chase gives it up now just off the free throw line, and a shot by Carnahan. Rolls all the way from the back across the rim to the front, and the rebound belongs to Mater Dei, and the Knights head back up as Collinsville only leading by 4. Here is Lampy. Lampy once again being watched by Reynolds. Onto the next wing by Hockey. Hockey onto the right wing, gives it up once again for Rockers. Or excuse me, that is Winkler. Winkler, he almost got ran into by his own guy. Gives it back up to Lampy. And Lampy in front of the Kahok bench. Drives, baseline, shot, good.
Well, nice drive by Lampy. You know, you mentioned Collinsville a missed shot. We're taking good shots. They're just not falling right now. So Collinsville struggling to score, and Breeze Mater Dei brings it back to within 2.
There is Horace over to Reynolds. Reynolds on the wing. He'll launch a three-point shot. That one's good. And that's our first three-pointer made of this game, and Collinsville extends that lead 9-5. 5-pointer for your Kahawks. Here is Winkler. Winkler up the near sideline across that Prairie Farms logo that just got installed here on this floor today. After the tournament's over, that'll be peeled off.
Maybe you could put it on your wall in the garage.
There you go. I'd love to. I got room. I got a KC95 banner up there. Matter of fact, don't tell anybody, but I still have a 97.5 The Rock banner in my garage from my days working at Carlisle.
That's great.
Here's Winkler. Winkler back out top of the key. Hockey thought about a three, and that ball is tipped. Collinsville gets to keep it. 5th turnover for Mater Dei, and into Zach Chambers, and Chambers is fouled, and the big man will head back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Chambers showing the ability to run the floor once again, getting up and down the floor, putting himself in a position, and he had 2 defenders all over him. So that'll give him another chance for a couple of charity tosses from the stripe.
Chambers back up there for the second time tonight, and misses on that one. So now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And the next one by Chambers, and that one is good. And Chad Burgess agrees with the call. 1:40 to go here in this first quarter.
Best PA announcer in the Metro East, Todd.
Yeah. Here is Lampy. Lampy. He'll get it back after Rockers got trapped a little, couldn't go anywhere with it. So Lampy will skirt the half-court stripe and head right in front of the scorer's table with 1:20 left to play here in this first quarter. A little dribble drive there by Lampy. And now to the big guy Rockers again. Out front, 3-point shot, and that one misses the mark, and Collinsville picks up the rebound after a tip by Mater Dei, and Stanley Carnahan gets a nice feed, takes it off the glass himself. 12-4 in favor of Collinsville.
Great dish by Nick Horace from the volleyball line. Saw Stanley Carnahan, good for a bucket.
There is Lampy. Lampy back out at midcourt. Uses that left hand, right hand dribble between the legs, back over to the other hand, and then gives it up to Wagner. Neither team has made any substitutions in this first quarter. We are down to the final 30 seconds of that quarter, and the ball now into the hands of Winkler. Winkler, he'll stand there with it for a while. Try to play for this last shot. His team is down by 8.
This is where I am looking forward to the shot clock in the
Yes,
tournament.
I agree, man. Can't stand it when guys just stand there with the ball. I think it should be called. If you're not dribbling, I think you should get called.
Right.
I mean, they have time limits on trying to get the ball inbounds. They have time limits on being in the backcourt. Why not put a time limit on just standing there with the ball and not dribbling it? Now a very quick exchange of turnovers at the buzzer. 3-point shot. That one hits off the fat part of that iron, and after 1 quarter of play, 12-4 in favor of Collinsville. We're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk family.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey are with you on a Thursday night. It's weird being here on a Thursday night for a boys game. I'm usually here on Thursday nights. That means it's girls basketball.
It is. Speaking of girls basketball, I just glanced down and we see former K-Hawk star Megan Jansen back in the house. She's having a great run at the collegiate level so far this year.
I see a lot of former K-Hawks back in the building because they're all on Christmas break.
That's right.
All the ones that are in college still anyway. All right, 12-4, Collinsville up by 8 after one quarter of play. We are underway in quarter number 2, and the handoff from Winkler to Lampy. And now Tyree Brister is into the game. Collinsville becomes the first ones to make a substitution. So did Mater Dei, by the way. They bring in Luke Brefield. He is a 6'2" junior, and Brister, a 5'8" sophomore. And Rockers picks up his 4th point of the night and cuts that lead in half, 12-6.
Keep an eye on Brister. You won't see him. He moves so fast.
I know. Brister out on the deep wing, gives it up now for Horace. Horace, top of the key for Weisinger, over to Brister. Brister over on the right wing, back out front now for Horace. Horace, and takes it back to Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger inside now for Chambers. Chambers turns around and didn't even need the glass. How about a little swisher from about 4 feet out?
Man, that was like a Magic Johnson baby hook, baby.
It was.
Beautiful shot.
Weisinger with 25 points the other day versus Metro East Lutheran. And he had a pretty good game, going 5 of 8 from the three-point stripe in that contest.
It's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, not bad. I'd take it.
That's good percentage from 2-point land, let alone 3.
Yeah. Here is Lampy once again for Mater Dei. Knights trying to dribble and drive. Now we're going to have a foul called against Brister. That'll be his first, and the first one here in the second quarter.
Into the game comes Mr. Jace. Not Jace Wilkinson, right? They said Evan Wilkinson. This is Jace Wilkinson. I get them confused,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah. Burgess said Evan Wilkinson. I think that's the younger one, right?
Yeah, that is Evan. Jace is number 2. Evan's number 12.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a three-point try from the corner, and that one rattles but won't fall. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Mater Dei. So Collinsville will get another opportunity to possess the ball offensively.
Evan Wilkinson himself takes the ball out. Tyree Brister handling point guard duties for the K-Hawks this trip.
And he'll give it up to Weisinger at the free throw line to Horace. Almost hit Horace in the face. There's a three-point try by number 12, Evan Wilkinson, and he nails it.
There he is. Nice ball movement. Nick Horace is going to get the assist. Wilkinson good for 3 to put Collinsville up by 11.
6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. 17-6 in favor of Collinsville, and a foul by Wilkinson now.
Well, that'll stop the clock with 5:56 left in the second period. Mater Dei will have the ball out under their own basket. It's like number 2, Nick Lampy, will do the inbound duty.
And he gets it into the hands of Winkler, and then that ball is knocked out of bounds by Brister, and Mater Dei will inbound it from over there near that far side corner. 5:52 to play here in this second quarter. Lampy inbounds, does so to Winkler. Winkler in front of the K-Hawk bench. Top of the key now for Rockers. Rockers gives it up for Wagner. Wagner, another three-point try. That one is going to go out of bounds, and Collinsville will once again take advantage or try to take advantage of a turnover.
Yeah, Mater Dei's kind of hit a drought here. Now they want a timeout to talk it over. Probably a pretty good idea.
Not a bad idea at all. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well. We'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. 5:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Collinsville up 17-6. Here is Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger gets the ball over to Brister. Brister at the end of the Mater Dei bench gives it back up, and then Horace over to Wilkinson, back to Brister, back over to Wilkinson, and Brister gets it once again. Here is Horace. Horace moves around from the top of the key over to that right wing. Into the corner it goes for Brister. Up underneath, nice feed off the glass. Good for two more for Zach Chambers.
Man, Chambers went up, one-handed, switched to the other hand midair.
I'm going to call another foul on Tyree Brister here as he tried a little bit of a reach in and got more skin than ball from Nick Lampy.
Yeah, some crews are all about letting guards check and, kind of get physical, and these guys are putting a stop to it pretty quick.
Here is Lampy. Lampy right on top of the Kahok logo here at midcourt. Crossover dribble, gives it up, top of the key for Rockers. Rockers moves it up inside the paint now for Winkler. Winkler, he uses the high glass, and he has his first 2 points of this game. And Mater Dei still can't reach double digits, and we are a few minutes into this second quarter. 4:45 left to go. Here's another three by Wilkinson, and that one's good too.
You leave Mr. Evans Wilkinson alone beyond the three-point arc, and that ball is going up, and so far he is
two for two.
That's right.
That's right. Here is Lampy, speaking of two. That's the number on his back. He'll give the ball up to Breffeld, and Breffeld will back his way up a little bit. Weisinger watching him the whole way. Don't back up too far, and you're going to step on that line, and they'll call that. We found that out very, very early in this game.
That's true.
Into the corner, Lampy, three-point shot, no good. 0 for 6 now from beyond the three-point stripe for
Tyree
Mater
Brister
Dei.
went in to make a great rebound. The ball was going out of bounds, and he threw it right to a wide-open Mater Dei player, good for two.
LA Rockers now has 6 of the 10 points on the board for Mater Dei. Into the corner it goes for Weisinger. Weisinger, he's being watched closely. He'll drive baseline, dump it into the corner, around the horn. Brister for three, off the glass, can't get it to go. And the rebound, going to have a whistle. And there was contact made. I believe they're going to call. Yep. Zach Chambers on that one.
That's a classic over the back, and that was the correct call. If you've got back position, you go straight up, it's one thing, but when you reach over and make body contact, they're going to get you.
Carnahan will come back in for Evan Wilkinson.
Collinsville setting up full court pressure.
Yeah. Lampy, he'll underhand the ball over to Breffeld, and now he gets it over to Lampy. Lampy skirts up that far sideline. Brister stands in his way the whole time. Brister not giving up any room. Now over to Rockers. Rockers gives it up now for Wagner. Wagner dribbles, drives, underhand, good. Count the bucket and the bruise.
Woo, Nicky Tony went for the ball fake. Rockers goes right to the bucket. He gets a hand check, but does a nice little underhanded kiss off the glass to earn a chance at a three-point play.
Horace his first foul, and that is already at 5 fouls now for Collinsville here in the second quarter. So that's going to put Mater Dei in the bonus, and Mater Dei has not fouled here in the second quarter. Matter of fact, they only have 1 in the whole game so far. Here is Brister. Brister will give it up now for Horace, about a 10-foot jump shot. Horace is ice cold right now. He doesn't have a point, and Collinsville will go back and play a little defense after the rebound by Mater Dei. Each team now with 4 rebounds in this game. Not a lot of rebounding going on.
Yeah, and Collinsville not shooting the ball particularly well. Really, Wilkinson's 2 threes and Reynolds' 3 is the difference in this game so far.
Whistle on the play. And we're going to have a foul called against Breffeld. His first, team's second in this entire game, but in case you don't remember the new rule here for fouls, it resets after every quarter. So no longer is it just after halftime they reset. It's after every quarter. And the magic number is now 5 instead of 7 and 10. Here's Carnahan. Out to the top now for Chase Reynolds. Reynolds over into the corner, and another three-point try. That one misses the mark, too, from Nick Horace. And Nick, he's feeling a little cold over there.
He can't buy a bucket.
No,
but
not right
sign
now.
of a good shooter, you just keep shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Because it'll go in.
Here's another three-point try by Mater Dei. That was off to the right. I saw that as soon as it left his hand. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. K-Hawks bring it back up. Weisinger, he'll say, let me try that three-point shot. His was too far. And the rebound this time belongs to Mater Dei. So the Knights will bring it back up with 2:13 left to play here in this second quarter. Bounce pass over on the wing to Hockey. Top of the key now for Rockers. Rockers, one dribble, picks it up. Lampy thought about that three because he had Rockers there for a screen, but then didn't take it. Here is Wagner. Wagner, bounce pass around to Hockey. Hockey gets it over to Lampy. Lampy being watched again, and a dribble drive, and a little dipsy-doodle shot won't go. Putback is up, and good by Rockers. Rockers now has 8 points.
Yeah, Rocker. Darren Lee is not happy. Calls a timeout. Going to talk it over with the troops.
Timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for that long as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Collinsville has a 22-15 lead, and the K-Hawks have the ball. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger out to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds, top of the key, gets it inside for a foul called against.
Think it's going to be on Rockers?
Nope, it's going to be on. Oh, yeah, it is. I only saw the two go up. I didn't see the three. So his second personal foul, and that will send Zach Chambers back up to the free throw line where he has 3 of 4 from there in this first half.
I want to welcome John and Angie Slimmy out of Mater Dei. They brought their Friday Night Lights tailgate bus, and old John Slimmy down there thought that was a walk on Chambers. He's down there making a travel signal. Great people, though. Good to have them in town.
First one good for Chambers, and the next one swoops right out of there. And the rebound can't be handled by Mater Dei, so Collinsville will get to keep it.
Hot potato down there. 2 guys from Mater Dei going after it. None of them get it. It goes out of bounds, so Jamori Weisinger will inbound the ball for the K-Hawks at the baseline.
Here is Nick Horace, and he tries to throw one into Stanley Carnahan, but that's picked off by Mater Dei, and Collinsville commits their 4th turnover. Here is Lampy. Lampy with 1:10 to go here in this first half. Don't forget we have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up for you at the end of this quarter. We'll see if we can find some out-of-town scores for you and, of course, the stats from this contest. Here's Lampy once again. Lampy dribbles, drives, and I was going to say he traveled first and he threw the ball away second, so no matter which way you look at it, it was going to be a turnover.
Yeah, that's the travel Schlemmy was looking for. It just happened on the wrong end.
Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament taking place in 6 days here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We'll be here for every game on the main floor, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Weisinger for 3. That one rolls right across the rim, and then we have a foul called. And this one's going to go against Carnahan as he went up for that rebound.
Yeah, Stanley has a habit of sometimes getting a forearm in the low back of the guy boxing him out, and that's what he was caught for there.
Yeah. Mater Dei, they have their own tournament. The 62nd version of that tournament starting at the same time. That one has 12 teams instead of 16 that Collinsville has. And at the free throw line for the first time tonight, it is Elliot Rockers, where he is 61.5%, and he misses the first.
Low-scoring game here, 23-15.
Yeah, so is the JV game.
First half comes winding down, but again, Collinsville just not shot the ball well at all this evening.
Yeah, they're going to have to remedy that for that tournament because there's going to be some good shooters in that thing.
That's for sure.
The next one is good. for Elliott Rockers, and Rockers now has 9 points of the 16 on the board for his team. 23-16 in favor of Collinsville. And the Kahawks bring it back up with 35 seconds left to play here in this first half. Reynolds will give it up to Weisinger. Weisinger will stand at the midcourt stripe for a little bit. Let some of that time tick away. I don't like it when our team does it either.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter if it's us or them.
Nope.
It's just I'd rather have a shot clock. But Collinsville is going to go 5 out and go for the last shot of the half here. They'll probably get going with about 7 seconds left. Here they go.
Wilkinson gives it back over to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds, 4 seconds left. Got to do something with it. Weisinger, he'll launch a big three-point shot, and that misses at the buzzer. And that's the way that the first half comes to a close. 23-16 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. And now we welcome you in to the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. All things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Woods Basement Systems. Give them a call at 618-708-4055. Halftime show. Woods Basement System halftime show. That's coming your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, where our halftime score is 23-16 in favor of Collinsville. That 7-point lead was an 8-point lead after one quarter of play when it was 12-4. Mater Dei then outscored Collinsville in quarter number 2, 12-11. Starting to lose my voice here. What's going on with that? That can't happen before a Prairie Farms basketball tournament. 3 days of basketball, I can't be losing my voice. All right, leading scorer in this one is Zach Chambers. He has 10 points. 6 points for Evan Wilkinson for Collinsville on a 2-for-2 performance from the three-point stripe. 4 points for Stanley Carnahan and 3 for Chase Reynolds. Elliot Rockers leads the Mater Dei Knights with 9 points. 3 points for Drake Wagner. 2 points each for Garrick Winkler and Nick Lampy. The rest of the numbers look like this. The rebounds are dead even at 6 apiece. Not a lot of rebounding going on in this game. Turnovers, Mater Dei has 8. Collinsville has 4 from the lines. Mater Dei 0 for 8 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Collinsville is 3 of 9. And from the free throw stripe, the Jayhawks are 4 of 6, and the Knights are 2 of 3. I'm up here by myself, so no out-of-town basketball scores to be able to tell you about. I can tell you that at the end of the second period of play down in South Beach, your St. Louis Blues lead the Florida Panthers by a score of 3-1. So that's going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Again, if you got water in your house, well, you don't need water in your house except for the faucets and the other places that water belongs. If you got a place where water doesn't belong, you need to give Woods Basement Systems a call at their Collinsville headquarters, 618-708-4055. Third quarter action, that's what we have coming up for you next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, And classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey along with you. We are underway in quarter number 3 and a 3-point shot by Wilkinson. That's his first miss. Rebound, though, this time belongs to Collinsville. Here's Chase Reynolds with a shot. That one won't fall either. Another rebound for Collinsville. Here is Horace from the corner, and that one is good for 3. Nick Horace is finally on the board. How about that?
There we go. Nicky Tony right back to action here. Like I said, you keep shooting, they'll fall.
Eventually, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. I'm sorry. I said that right when you were drinking your water, didn't I?
I almost spit it out on the floor. Good Lord.
Into the corner it goes for hockey, and the Mater Dei Knights can't buy a 3. They're now 0 for 9. Collinsville picks up another rebound. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds out to the top of the key, and he'll bring it over and give it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson in there instead of Carnahan, and there's a nice little move by Zach Chambers. Collinsville scores the first 5 points of this second half.
Yeah, that was a nice power move by Zach Chambers. He squared up, went straight to the square on the glass, and that ball was going in no matter what.
Here is Lampy, and he throws it right into the hands of Weisinger. Collinsville brings it down. Here is Jamori off the glass. Nice little roll there off that right side of that rim, and that fell in just perfect.
Man, veteran move to use his body to hold the defender off, takes the ball right-handed, kiss off the glass. All of a sudden, Collinsville's up 14.
Yeah, 7 straight points for Collinsville. They're on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter here. Underhand pass to Wagner. Wagner, he dribbles, spins at the free throw line, gives it up now for Rockers. Out front now for Hockey. Hockey over in front of his own bench for Lampy. Just outside the lane, Winkler, and he hits the ground. And we're going to have another foul coming up. This one is going to go against Evan Wilkinson. That's his second.
Yeah, right before Nicky Tony had a clean steal, so that one will be erased from the record books. Instead, ball will go back to Mater Dei.
And Lampy with it again. Top of the key. Rockers for 3. And there is the first 3-point shot made tonight by the Mater Dei Knights. And it belongs to Elliott Rockers. And he is now up to 12 points. The only one into double digits for the Knights.
He tickled the twine. Nothing but
Sure
net
did.
on that one.
Here is Reynolds into the corner and now out of the corner and a little baseline drive. No room to move, so Wilkinson gets it back off the inside of the rim. No good. And a tipped ball by Chambers right into the hands of Hockey. And Mater Dei will come up with the ball again. And a turnaround jump shot. That's partially blocked by Chambers. And Chambers tries to connect the rebound, but he can't. And the ball ends up back into the hands of Mater Dei. Here is Lampy into the corner at the end of his bench.
Referee timeout for some reason.
I think one of their players is hurt. That would be Garrick Winkler going off, holding on to
elbow.
that. Yeah, holding on to that right elbow. So Luke Breffel will check back into the game as Amanda Bauer comes from the Collinsville bench, or the end of the scorer's table to be exact, and checks on the hurt Mater Dei Knight. Knights pick up their own rebound after a missed shot. Back outside it goes. Here is Wagner into the corner. Three-point try once again, and all of a sudden, three-pointers are falling for Mater Dei. That's 2 in a row, and now Collinsville up by just 8.
Yeah, nice shot by the big fella out on the wing to keep his team in this ball game.
Here is Reynolds, and he'll miss that one, and the rebound belongs to Mater Dei. So the Knights are making some noise here after Collinsville got out to a 7-0 run, and the Knights now on a 6-0 run themselves. Here is Lampy.
Collinsville going to sweat the guards now. Mater Dei try to force a turnover.
Just off the free throw line, shot taken, no good. Rebound, that belongs to Chambers. Chambers gets it up to Reynolds. Reynolds across the logo at midcourt, and he'll settle in over on the left wing. Coming up on 4.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here is Zach Chambers, waits patiently, count the bucket, and one.
Nice pump fake by the big fella Chambers, draws contact and then puts the ball in the hoop for a chance at what we call the old-fashioned three-point play, Todd.
Old-fashioned three-point play.
Old-fashioned.
That will be your grandpa's three-point play.
That's right.
4 for 6. Chambers went from the free throw line, and he'll make good on the only one he'll get on this particular trip, and Collinsville goes back up by 11. Kahawks almost got another steal there as Weisinger and Reynolds were causing a little havoc in the backcourt, but Lampy comes across, shoots it over here to Hockey. Hockey near the sideline, top of the key now, a dribble drive by Winkler. He'll take the shot, and then another block by Zach Chambers, his second block of this game. Collinsville will bring it back down the other way, and Weisinger will escape the paint, gives it up to Horace, and Horace thought he might have traveled there, but no call. Here is Wilkinson. Back out to the top of the key for Weisinger. Weisinger tried to throw it into Chambers, but he threw it past everybody and almost
killed the camera
almost killed a camera guy down there, man.
That was a fastball, the heater. Darren Lee not happy, calling a timeout.
Yep. So Coach Lee is going to call another timeout, and we have another 30-second timeout, so we'll take another 30-second break as well, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, my name is Todd Duke. I am on microphone number 1. On microphone number 2, Dr. Chris McCluskey.
Happy to be here. We'll call this our Prairie Farms warm-up game,
Yeah,
Todd.
that's right.
It's one of my favorite things about Christmas break. Good basketball, a lot of kids from college back in town. It's kind of like a big reunion.
You know what my favorite part about Christmas break is? Christmas break. 12 days of no school. And then once you come back, it's on, man. You know, that's January, February, and get through those months and we're good to go. And before you know it, it's springtime.
And it's baseball season, baby.
That's right. A foul called, and this one is going to go against Chase Reynolds.
We should have called a flop. He did the old head fake flop on that one and got Darren Hendrickson to bite and call the foul on Chase Reynolds. It'll be, the second foul on the Kahawks.
Second for Chase as well. Inbound pass from Lampy. Comes in. Lampy almost was calling for the ball back while he was still standing out of bounds.
That would have been something.
I know. There's a three-point try. That one misses the mark. Collinsville collects the rebound. They bring it back up. Nick Horace, and Horace off the glass. Count it.
Again, draws contact with his body. Just a smart veteran basketball player move. You know, he draws contact, and then he kind of backs up, kisses the ball off the glass. And Nicky Tony will have a chance to extend this to a 14-point lead.
Carnahan and Brister come back in. Chambers and Wilkinson to the bench. Horace to the free throw line. 71.7% from the charity stripe for Nick this year. 38 of 53 coming into this game. And he'll turn that one into the old-fashioned three-point play.
Got the shooter's roll. That was beautiful. Nice touch.
Yeah, Collinsville now back up by 14. We have 3:15 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Lampy. Lampy's a good ball handler. I've noticed that about him from the start of this game.
He is. Brister keeps trying to pick his pocket, and he's been unable to do it so far.
That one's tipped out, almost picked off by Collinsville. Lampy gets the ball back, and from the corner, he'll hit a three.
Well, that brings Mater Dei to within 11 points, it looks like. So they're hanging around here.
0 for 8 in the first half from beyond the three-point stripe. Now they are 3 of 5 here in the second half from beyond the arc.
Ball goes into Chambers. Mater Dei player knocks it out of bounds. Nicky Tony Horace is going to take the ball out for the Kahawks.
And he's still looking, and he'll throw it all the way out to the top of the key for Brister. Nice little underhand, no-look pass to Carnahan. Carnahan turns around, takes the shot, swoops right out of there. Rebound belongs to Mater Dei. Knights bring it up. Here is Brefeld. He'll stop right in front of his head coach, Corey Artenson. And now over to Lampy. Lampy over here on this near sideline, once again being watched by Brister. Lampy makes his move. Brister ran into Rockers, who was there on a screen. And then back over here onto this left wing for Winkler. Winkler across the free throw line, throws the ball almost away, but Brister got a finger on it, so it's still going to belong to Mater Dei.
Yeah, Brister read that. He tried to jump the route, and his arms just weren't quite long enough to reel that one in. So it'll go back to the Mater Dei Knights.
Here is Wagner. He'll give it right back to Lampy from which it came from. 2:15 to play here in quarter number 3. Collinsville, they have a lead, and with the ball is Mater Dei. They'll get it out to Winkler. Winkler gives it up to Rockers. Rockers around to Lampy. Lampy on the wing, gives it back up to Wagner. Wagner with a little floater, can't get it to go. Weisinger pulls down the rebound for Collinsville. Jamori brings it back up with a head of steam and a little bit of speed. He'll slow things down now and take it all the way around over toward the left wing, back to the right wing now for Brister. And Brister gives it up on the wing back to Weisinger. Weisinger, when we get back to our senior interviews, he's next in line. Here is Horace, little underhand shot in, count it again.
Oh, baby, he goes left hand, back to the right, underhand dipsy-do, draws contact. 2 points, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
Third personal foul for Breffield. Back to the free throw line, Nick Horace. After being shut out in the first half, no points. Horace now with 8.
Yeah, you weren't going to keep Nicky buckets away from that orange rim for too awfully long tonight, and he's showing you why.
And he misses that time, so 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Horace. We are down to the final 90 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Lampy. He'll hand the ball off to Rockers. Rockers will give it up now for Wagner. Wagner again. Rockers providing a good screen. He's been doing that all day. Here is Lampy. That three-point shot won't hit the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is another drive, and from just outside, now Nicky Horace is on fire.
Here comes Nicky Buckets, baby. Number 3, the big senior, on fire here in the second half, giving his team a 15-point lead.
40-25. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Brister with a steal. That's what Brister does, and he'll throw a no-look pass over to Horace, and he couldn't finish. And now we're going to have a foul called against Horace.
Nick thought about dunking the ball, and that's why he was short on the layup. He decided last minute, better not miss a dunk, and ended up missing the layup.
Yep.
He wanted that dunk bad, boy. I could see that.
Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Kahawk basket by Hockey. Hockey gets it into Lampy. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Lampy, he brings it up around Brister this time. Almost lost the ball at the midcourt logo. And gives it up over on the wing for Rockers. Or excuse me, that is Winkler. Winkler gets it up over to Wagner. Wagner in front of the scorer's table as Nick Horace watching every move. Now over to Lampy. Lampy, he's being tailed by Brister this whole time. Collinsville almost got another steal, and now we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against Weisinger.
Yeah, Weisinger went for the ball, just fell down and got in Hockey's feet. Hockey, pretty good pedigree from an athletic standpoint. He played baseball for us years ago. His brother was once a top 10 prospect in the Kansas City Royals organization.
Nice. We are down to the final 20 seconds left to play here in quarter number 3. Here is Lampy. Lampy on the near sideline, trying to find some room to move. Brister doesn't give him much. And now Brister will let him go and come right back onto him like a magnet.
Sure
Over
is.
to the corner it goes to Wagner, or excuse me, yes, that's or Winkler. Winkler, three-point shot, no good. And another three-point try at the buzzer, and that one's no good as well. And that is the way that the third quarter comes to a close. We take a break, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action, and that'll be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. Glad you are with us on a Thursday night. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Christmas is coming up on Monday. Hope everybody's got their shopping done, but I know not all of you have. A lot of those folks out there, you like to do that last-minute stuff, don't you? Blues win tonight after a big blowout loss the other night against Tampa Bay. They head south on I-10 in Florida, and they take care of the Florida Panthers tonight by a score of 4-1. So nice to see the Blues get back on the winning track after a lopsided, ugly victory the other night at Tampa Bay. Inbound pass will come in from Luke Hockey, and we are underway here in the fourth quarter. Over to Lampy. Lampy, he dribbles and drives across the line and gives it up once again for Hockey. And over here, back to Lampy. I tell you what, Lampy, man, it seems like he teleports himself from one side of the wing to the other because he's in one spot and then all of a sudden he's in another.
That kid's an athlete. I mean, there's not many kids that can keep up with Mr. Brister, and Lampy's doing a pretty darn good job of it.
Sure is. 40-28. Collinsville outscored Mater Dei 17-9 in that third quarter. And here is Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger gets the ball to Horace. Back over to Weisinger at the near sideline. He'll head toward that new Prairie Farms logo. Out here for the tournament that starts Wednesday here at Collinsville. 10 o'clock in the morning, as a matter of fact. Here is Brister. Brister bounce pass to Carnahan. Carnahan, no look pass to Horace. Horace puts on the brakes, gets separation, and 2 more points for Nicky Tony.
Nicky Tony pulls off the patented low post step-through move, but he does it from the high post, and good for a 12-foot jump shot. That's quite the basketball move there, buddy.
Yeah, he's got some points here in the second half after being shut out in the first half. He's now up to 12. Here, speaking of number 12, is Wagner for Mater Dei. He'll pull up just short of the three-point stripe. Take the shot, no good. Chambers with the rebound. He gives it to Brister. Brister, he's one of the fastest guys around, and he traveled.
Yeah, he tried the old Euro step, but it was the Euro step and a half.
Yeah.
Chase Reynolds going to come in the game and give Mr. Brister a break. So starting 5 back on the floor for your Kahawks.
6:35 to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Lampy. Lampy gives it up on a one-arm pass to Hockey. Hockey over onto the far side wing for Winkler, and over around the corner we end up with Lampy again. Lampy dribbles, drives, free throw line, nowhere to shoot. Gives it up for Rockers. Rockers being watched there by Chambers. Now back out front. Here is Winkler, three-point shot, good. His second one.
22, Mr. Winkler not afraid to shoot the rock from beyond the arc, and he brings his team back to within 11 points.
60-second timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just about that amount of time on the Kahok Sports Network.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahok since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone, Dr. Chris McCluskey. We're glad that you're with us, and happy holidays to everyone.
Absolutely. Also want to let everybody know that I had a nice conversation before the game with our former mayor, Mr. John Miller.
Yeah, he's in the hospital. He's supposed to be getting out tomorrow.
He's recovering well and looking like he should come home tomorrow, so thanks for tuning in over there. Mr. Mayor, always been a proud supporter and seems to just always show up for our Kahawks. So we appreciate he and his wife, Diane.
Yeah, we miss him here in person, though. I'm sure that'll change here real soon. Hopefully he can make it out for a little bit of that Prairie Farms holiday action.
That would certainly be nice. And here goes Collinsville with the 5 out, just what we were talking about.
5:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter, so not really time for that yet. But I guess they're going to go ahead and play what Mater Dei gives them. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger out onto the right wing, gives it up at the half-court stripe for Reynolds, who gives it up now for Horace. Horace dribbles, drives, got separation, and a little underhand. Can't get it to go, but Nicky is going to go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, nice dribble drive. I thought that ball was going to fall. Nick does a great job of giving that ball a chance, but now he'll have 2 chances from the free throw line.
Second foul against Garrett Winkler in this game. And Nick Horace at the free throw line, and that one's good. And Nick now 2 of 3 from the charity stripe.
Puts him at a 13-point total.
Yeah, after being shut out in the first half.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, less than a quarter and a half.
Yeah. And he'll make both of them this go around. And now 14 points for Nicky Tony Buckets. Nicky Buckets Tony? Nah, that doesn't sound right. Nicky Tony. Nicky Buckets. We'll just use one or the other.
His dad and I realized our players match up to the characters of the movie Major League.
Yeah.
And we decided that Nick was the Jake Taylor character.
There you go. Oh, another block by
he was out of bounds.
Zach Chambers. That's his 3rd block of this game. And here comes Weisinger. Weisinger will take it all the way down. Fingertip roll off the glass, good for 2.
Man, had a 3-on-2. Weisinger did a good job of baiting him like he was going to dish, and he just went right to the bucket to put Collinsville up 15.
After knocking down 25 points in that win over Metro East Lutheran, that's just the 4th point for Weisinger. And here's a shot that's a little 4 feet out by Winkler, and Winkler into double digits himself with 10.
Winkler took a drive. Weisinger tried to get the charge, falling on the ground. I'm not sure Winkler ever touched him. That's a pretty good acting job, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. Here is Horace at the midcourt logo. Midfield. Come on. Football season ended a long time ago.
It's a basketball field.
I know, I hear you. Basketball field, football court.
Right.
Here is Weisinger. He comes baseline all the way back out. Collinsville just trying to waste some time now, it seems. And here is Nick Horace. He'll drive, dump it off underneath. Big slam by Zach Chambers. Oh, boy.
Kaboom! That one measured on the Richter scale, Todd. Big Zach Chambers brings down the house, brings the Kahawk fans out of their seats, and Kahawks are about to put this game out of reach.
48-33, 3:45 to play here in this fourth quarter. Lampy, a one-arm pass out to Wagner. Wagner got some separation himself, gives it up now for Winkler, and Winkler will back up toward the half-court strike. Give it up to Lampy. Lampy being watched now by Chase Reynolds instead of Tyree Brister. Brister, his new target is Hockey. Top of the key now, Rockers underneath. Winkler, turn around, shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Zach Chambers. Chambers gets it up to Weisinger. Weisinger cuts across diagonally across the line and then gives it up to Nick Horace. Horace bounces the ball right in front of the scorer's table for Reynolds. Back out to the midcourt stripe now for Horace. As we approach 3 minutes to go, here is Chambers. He's got some room. Offset free throw line, and he pretty much put it in the same spot that he was standing, off to the right.
Yeah, no good from Reynolds. He just wasn't balanced on that shot. Credit him, he did follow his shot and almost got an offensive rebound, but the ball tipped off his hands out of bounds. Here comes Mater Dei.
There is Wagner, to be precise. He'll launch a three-point shot. That one's good. Another timeout called by Mater Dei. And this one's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in 30 seconds as well on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
Once again, back at Collinsville High School, more specifically, Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. Glad that you are with us. 48-36. Collinsville has a lead. 2:45 left to play. Here in this fourth quarter, Kahawks have the basketball as well. Brister across the line to Reynolds. Reynolds is being watched by Rockers. Gets by him for a moment, but then turns around, comes back to midcourt. Gives it up for Horace, who gives it up to Reynolds. Reynolds into the corner for Weisinger, but that ball is picked off. And here come the Mater Dei Knights. And we're going to have a foul on Nick Horace. That'll be his third.
Yeah, Nicky Tony guilty of a reach. Chase Reynolds just tried to force the ball to Weisinger, who was getting face guarded. That was the turnover was a result. Mater Dei tried to run the other way. Nicky Tony had no choice but to try to reach and stop. It was probably a smart foul, to be honest with you.
Non-shooting foul, so why not? Lampy, he'll be in charge of the inbound, gets it over to Winkler, and it's stole right out of his hands by Brister. Brister doing Brister things, and he'll turn it into 2 points.
Tyree Brister. I'll take that ball, thank you very much, and go the other way. Nobody's going to catch him even while he's dribbling.
Now all starters have points, and the sixth man, Brister, has points as well, so everybody's scoring. Here is Hockey, gets the ball over to Wagner. Wagner will launch another three-point shot. This one not good, and the ball goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover by the Knights, and Collinsville will get the ball back. 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, long shot, long carom. No chance for Mater Dei to save that. Collinsville's going to try their best to spread the floor, take layups if they can get them. Otherwise, we'll just run the clock.
Brister over to Weisinger, and Weisinger, or they'll foul. Wagner fouls Weisinger. That's Wagner's first. Team second here in this fourth quarter.
Mater Dei has 2 more to give. Then Collinsville will shoot after each foul.
Into the backcourt it goes to Horace. And Horace gets double teamed, and he gets fouled, and this one is going to belong to Rockers.
Looks like Mater Dei has elected to go ahead and use up their fouls and try to make Collinsville miss some free throws.
That is the third foul against Elliott Rockers. 1:46 left. Collinsville up by 14. And Carnahan, oh, man. Right to the chops there. Garrett Winkler trying to go for the ball. I think he hit Jamori Weisinger right in the chin.
Pretty sure. So that'll be the last non-shooting foul for Mater Dei. Evan Wilkinson, the shooter, comes in the game.
I was at the girls' game Tuesday night against Granite City, and Talisha Gilmore was at the baseline and went for a ball to try to keep it from going out of bounds. Did one of those no-look, trying to throw it backwards into a teammate. Hit Emily Sykes right in the eye with it for Granite City.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I saw a post on Twitter, I guess, the other day. She's like, oh, another black eye, another year, another black eye.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I saw the game before Ashley Giannini.
Yeah.
She had her eye split open. Those girls play now.
Giannini was on fire in that game, man. She went like 6 for 11 from threes.
Really?
Yeah. Here is Brister at the free throw line. He'll make the first.
It's nice to see the Lady Kahawks having success.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go over to their own tournament. That'll begin the day after Christmas over at the MICDS tournament across the river in St. Louis.
They are a lot of fun to watch.
They are. Both free throws are good. That was the second foul, by the way, on Nick Lampy. Collinsville extends that lead, 52-36. 90 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. Dribble drive by Lampy. Lampy on the near sideline, and Collinsville, another turnover forced by Brister, and a whistle on the other end, double dribble, and back the other way we go. Very quick exchange of turnovers.
Yeah, man, that was that dunk that Nicky Tony wanted, and he got it down. It just doesn't count. But Tyree Brister again creating that turnover.
And we're going to have some underclassmen come in now. And a little bit of a dribble drive there by Nolan Goebel. Goebel gets the ball over to Jansen, who's into the game now. And another drive by Dei-December. Out top we go. That is Himker. And Mater Dei will go around the horn. Also in there is Ben Pullman. Excuse me. Into the corner. Bluff three. Now we have a real three. Miss. Collinsville. Rebound. Kahawks trying to take care of the ball here with 40 seconds left, but they couldn't do it. And another three-point shot misses the mark. This time the rebound belongs to the Kahawks once again. And this time they'll hold on to it a little better. Weisinger will go right underneath the basket. And had some high dribbles there, man.
Timeout.
He was dribbling that ball like shoulder length.
Yeah, timeout.
Collinsville is going to make a wholesale player exchange as well. Wilkinson, Solomon Talbot, he'll come in, as will DeAndre Brown, A.J. Main, and Jace Wilkinson.
JV team on the floor for Collinsville.
JV team.
And same for Mater Dei.
Yep, JV teams went in it a little earlier, and they had to go to overtime to decide a winner. Collinsville won that one 38-34 in overtime. Kahawks turned the ball over and onto the outside wing. Kicked it back out onto the wing again. Now top of the key. Drive by Gable. No good. And the rebound is going to belong to Wilkinson. That would be Evan Wilkinson. Final seconds ticking away here in this one. And Collinsville is going to win this one by a score of 52-36. And the Kahawks improve to 12-0 as they get ready to head into their Holiday Classic next week. And that'll drop the Mater Dei Knights down to 5-7 on the year as they get ready to head to their own tournament also next week. That brings us into the post-game show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works, which happens to be owned by the guy on the other microphone. Take it away, Doc.
Thank you, sir. Chiropractic Works, a full-service wellness center right here in Collinsville, Illinois, where our mission is to help as many people live as high a quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. Find us at www.chiropracticworkscollinsville.com at 618-343-3602. If you have any health and wellness needs, feel free to give us a call or stop by and visit the office.
Thanks a lot, Doc. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week at the Prairie Farms basketball tournament. Have a very Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you, and I will see you before the new year.
All right. That is Dr. Chris McCluskey. My name is Todd Duke. The Chiropractic Works postgame show starts right now on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information,
get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one 52-36, and joining us now is the assistant coach under Darren Lee on the varsity side and the head coach of the JV team. And that would be Mr. Eric Anderson. How are you, sir?
Good, Todd. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. All right, let's talk about that JV game for a minute, man. That has to be like the lowest scoring overtime game final I've ever seen, 38-34.
Yeah, we didn't shoot it very well tonight.
I would take it neither did
yeah,
they.
No, they didn't either. You know, it was a defensive battle with a lot of turnovers mixed in there. So, yeah, it wasn't our best effort. You know, we didn't play real well. We didn't play real smart. You know, and there was a lot of moments in the game where we're talking to the guys about just being smart. You know, that wasn't a smart foul when you got 4 fouls and, you know, and you got a guy triple teamed underneath, he has nowhere to go, and we bail him out with a foul. Things like that. We're trying to work on our guys. Just court savvy, just trying to think out there a little bit more, and they're coming along. You know, we got the victory. It took overtime to do it, but, you know, we didn't shoot it well. And they were really physical inside, and they were letting them play in there, and Sal had a hard time getting open in there, and when he did get it, he had guys around him, and we kick it out. The shots just weren't falling, but defensively, you know, we gritted one out, and, you know, we're happy to come away with a win.
I saw the frustration on your face a few times when, you know, it's like real close late in the fourth quarter, and your guys are shooting 3-point shots when you want them to be going inside for 2-point shots.
Yeah, you know, and we want to play inside out. We want to throw it into the 6'10" kid, Solomon Talbot in there, and then play through him. And if he doesn't have anything, he kicks it out, and we shoot wide open shots. And sometimes we get in too big of a hurry, and we don't have much patience, and we jack a shot that, you know, without getting him a touch, you know. And I really want to force other teams to guard him every time down, and that's the whole goal. And, you know, and it wears on teams, but, you know, for the most part, you know, we did a pretty good job with we ran some offense that it's coming along. It's a work in progress because, as you know, in the JV level, we don't get a whole lot of practice time.
Yeah.
We're usually running scout team for the upcoming varsity opponent. So, yeah, we're getting there. You know, we'll keep working. And 8-1, I'm pleasantly surprised we are 8-1.
Yeah.
You know, and coming into the season, I knew we could be decent. I thought maybe closer to 500 at first because we're so young, and we don't have a lot of juniors. And but yeah, somehow we're 8-1, heading into the little break here.
All right, let's move over to the varsity game now. We keep on talking about Zach Chambers, man. 17 points, bunch of rebounds, and I counted he had at least 4 blocked shots in this game tonight.
Yeah, he was a load in there, and he kind of saved us. Again, the varsity didn't come out shooting it real well, but I thought some of our other players, you know, Chase Reynolds did a phenomenal job on the number 2. He's a good player, and Chase did a really nice job guarding him, and he didn't get much at all when Chase was
So did Brister when he was in there.
Brister did a good job. He did lose him a couple times, you know, but for the most part, he bothered him. He picked his pocket one time, and those two combined to wear him out a little bit. And, you know, when our shots weren't falling, I don't know if Horace and Weisinger, I think, didn't have any points the first half.
Yeah, neither one
correct.
of them did. Horace with 14 and Weisinger only had 4.
Yeah, you know, and Evan Wilkinson came off the bench.
Yeah,
I
hit a
think
couple of big threes.
Evan didn't shoot it real well in the JV game, and I think he was disappointed in himself, but he came out. I'll give credit to him. He kept his head. He came ready to play the varsity game, knocked down a couple threes early, and that opened things up for us a little bit. And, you know, those so-called role players kind of carried us that first half, and that's what good teams do. They stepped up for us.
Yeah, you mentioned the cold shooting, and nobody colder in that first half than Nick Horace. He probably was frustrated.
Yeah, he was. And I told him at halftime, you guys just can't get frustrated. Take the shots as they get. You know, you're going to get shots. Just be ready to play second half and, you know, get going. But, yeah, you know, Chase Reynolds and, you know, Stanley Carnahan, they're really getting better defensively. And that's nice to see some improvements. We've been watching film, showing them some things, and they're really carrying that over into their game. And I think we're getting there. We're making progress to get to where we want to be defensively, and that's going to help us in nights when we don't shoot the ball very well.
Yeah, you mentioned Brister and Reynolds taking care of number 2, Nick Lampy. I was very impressed with him. He is quick. There's times where he would be over here on this side of the floor, and then I'd look down, and there he is over here. I'm like, is he teleporting?
Yeah, Mater Dei's got some shooters. They rely on the 3 a lot, and then they got, you know, 6'4", 6'5" inside that are good enough to keep you honest, and, you know, they're a nice team.
Yeah, you guys, the JV game, you felt a little relief once that one free throw went in and gave you a 4-point lead, which was one possession, and then the varsity team comes out and goes 10 of 13 from the free throw line. So these free throws are so important.
Yeah, they are, and you shoot them every day, you know, but, I mean, everybody shoots them every day, but it's the pressure shots, you know, when they count, our guys so far have been able to make them. Hopefully that continues.
All right, sir. You and your family have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week at the tournament.
Same to you, Todd.
All right, thank you. That is Eric Anderson, the assistant head coach to Darren Lee on the varsity side and the head coach of the JV team. As we continue here with the Chiropractic Works post-game show, let's go over the numbers for you. Leading scorer in this one was Zach Chambers with 17 points. Nick Horace had 14 points. Those are the double-digit scores for Collinsville. 6 points for Evan Wilkinson on the back-to-back three-point shots when he came into the game. 4 points apiece for Tyree Brister, Stanley Carnahan, and Jamori Weisinger, and Chase Reynolds ended up with 3. A couple of guys from Mater Dei in double digits as well. Elliot Rockers had 12, and Garrick Winkler had 10. After that, 8 points for Nick Lampy, and Drake Wagner had 6 points. Rest of the numbers, Collinsville out-rebounding Mater Dei 18-10. The turnovers, Mater Dei had 13, Collinsville had 11, and from the lines, the Kahawks went 4 of 12 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Mater Dei went 6 of 22. And from the free throw line, as I just mentioned, the Kahawks went 10 of 13, and Mater Dei went 2 of 3. All of those were in the first half. They didn't even go to the free throw line in the second half of this game. It was 12-4. Collinsville had an 8-point lead after one quarter. Mater Dei then outscored Collinsville in the second quarter 12-11, so that 8-point lead went down to a 7-point lead. And then the third quarter really opened up for Collinsville. They got out to a 7-0 run. Mater Dei answered that with a 6-0 run of their own, but when it was all said and done, Collinsville outscored Mater Dei in that third quarter 17-9, and the Kahawks outscoring the Knights in the fourth quarter 12-11. You add all that up, and it equals 52-36. So Collinsville continues their nice start to the year. They are 12-0. They drop Mater Dei down to 5-7. Our next action, we have some time off. We'll be back here Wednesday, 6 days from today. 10 o'clock in the morning is our first game. And then we'll be here all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and all day Thursday until we crown a winner of the 39th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic basketball tournament here at Collinsville High School. A very big thank you again to Collinsville Athletic Director Clay Smith for joining us in the pregame show. And again, a big thank you to Eric Anderson joining us in the postgame show. And as always for home games, big thank you to Dr. Chris McCluskey joining me on the other microphone. My name is Todd Duke, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. We will see you on the other side of the Christmas holiday break. We'll be back here on Wednesday for the beginning of the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic. Merry Christmas, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.